What is going on, YouTube? PPS back here. It is our Wednesday edition for Past the Prop. Coming to you guys at lunchtime today. Hopefully, you guys are welcoming us right here while you're at your lunch break. Go to the coffee, grab some coffee, and hopefully lock in some bets and hopefully some winners today from us. Looks like we got Jay starting us out like always in the chat here. Very, very excited to run over today's slate. A lot of good baseball. Looking like Madison Bumgarner already is tossed from the first game of the day, which is
Wow.
interesting. We just started that game, and now we have our first guy tossed. I was not expecting to see that this early. Hopefully, nobody bet his over. I mean, why would you bet his over? He's so bad. He's been so bad against right-handed bats this year. But hopefully that is not a sign for us for place to come here unless we have unders in those guys, then it's okay. I don't think we have any unders here today, which is good. You guys don't have to root for boring stuff, but how are you doing today? I know you had a good day. I believe it was it yesterday or Monday that you had your good day?
Yeah, Monday was a great day, honestly. Monday, absolutely phenomenal. Yesterday, they brought us down to earth a little bit. A lot of those underdog notifications letting you know your guy just went to the locker room. Those are never fun to get, but hopefully, like you said, that doesn't kind of an omen on today's show and doesn't reflect onto what's about to happen right now because, I feel like we used up the bad luck yesterday. Today's the perfect day to make all that money back.
Yeah, a lot of fun games, a lot of pretty decent totals for tonight's stuff, which usually in modern age baseball right now is usually not the case. Usually we're seeing a lot of low scores here with the dead ball, what they're calling it now. So, there's been a lot of those where you just think it's gone. I know Bellinger last night had one, looked like it was going to get out of there, and all of a sudden it's just warning track power, a lot of those now. So, very excited to break down today's slate. Looks like we got some action in the most fun MLB game tonight, both of us, and obviously going to break down a little bit of basketball for you. Let's have you start us off today. You're going to be rolling us in our first and only NBA play of the day.
Yes, sir. We're going back to a guy that's been very good to us. If you remember last show, this was one of the plays. I believe it was plus 105 then. I'll take minus 120. When I sat down at my desk to look at a lot of these spots, like I said, we had such a good Monday. I was thinking they're not letting us bet any of this again. But PJ Tucker was a surprising bright spot, honestly. 1+3 is probably my favorite leg of the day once again. Good things happen when you get PJ Tucker the ball in the corner. He went 2 for 3 from beyond the arc in game number 1, or 2 for 4, I believe, in game number 1. And I'm expecting similar kind of volume once again. PJ Tucker, I keep saying it over and over and over again. They pay him to do 3 things. They pay him to shoot those corner threes, which he's the best at in the NBA according to 3-point percentage. They pay him to get offensive rebounds, hustle rebounds, battle down there in the paint, and they pay him to play great defense. And that's exactly the 3 things he does. PJ Tucker perfectly knows his role. He's never out there trying to do too much. He's never trying to make the flashy plays. He's hitting corner threes, grabbing rebounds, and playing defense. And I'm honestly, like I said, plus 105 last time. That was a bad number. We took advantage of it here, and I'm ready to run it right back again. I mean, Tucker's been great this series, hit this easily in game 1. I expect it to happen once again. Another first half cash. That's what I'm looking for in this show. It's not even full game cashes anymore. We're trying to get them as fast as possible.
Yeah, I'll never go against PJ Tucker on those threes. I like that leg a lot. I think that that's pretty safe there to throw that in there. Obviously, only takes one. I mean, man, I swear, like I said during the Bucks run there when we won, he just every time after the ball, it's just pretty much automatic, man. That guy just knows his one spot. I'm sure when he goes out for warm-ups, he just sits in that spot and just strokes it because it doesn't matter. He doesn't go anywhere else. Offensive rebound putbacks or threes. That's pretty much what he's used for on the offensive end. He's very good at what he does in that situation there. So I will be tailing this one again. Appreciate you cashing that one for me the first time here. Jay said he had to message him a few times to get him to have it for him. They just must have known. They fixed it. They must have known that it was a banger and they were going to get murdered on that one for that money. So glad you were able to get that fixed and able to make that money there. I'm going to a guy here that, you're rolling with 2 dudes here that are absolutely in fuego right now. I'm going with an Aaron Judge, Randall Grichuk parlay here for hits. I've been doing a few of these. Obviously, the free ones haven't been great, but the ones I've been putting out just in my VIP stuff has been pretty good. I'm trying to get back on track with this one. I love Randall Grichuk tonight. I'm going to be on total bases. I'm going to probably be on home runs. I love the fade of Patrick Corbin, as we'll talk about here in a little bit. But I'll talk about that in a little bit. So let's just talk about Aaron Judge. 8-game hit streak. I think 7 home runs in that hit streak. Seeing the ball extremely well. Facing off against Yosia Kikuchi. 2 for 9 career off of him, 2 nukes. But obviously, Judge is seeing the ball extremely well there now. And Kikuchi has not done very well against the Yankees at home. And, I mean, he has thrown against these guys quite a bit, even when he was a Mariner, too. So I'm going to be fading him today as well. I really like the Yankees today. I think that they get the job done. But I'm going to be rolling with Judge. I mean, you can't really get in the way of this guy either. He's fast. Something that not many guys know is he is going to be able to beat out those infield hits. Grichuk's been finding holes everywhere. And the dude's batting over 450 against lefties to start this season. Numbers that you don't really – actually, 579, my bad. That was last year's number. 579 off lefties to start this year. And you got Corbin on the bump. Give me Randall Grichuk. Give me Aaron Judge. Give me that plus money. I'll take it all day. I'm going to be rolling with that as a hit parlay today.
Yeah, no, these have been good recently. And like you said, man, Judge is one of the hottest hitters in baseball. And that's what we want to take advantage of, right? You have it at minus 210 right here. Definitely this, if not, will be in the next couple of games. Probably should be up in the minus, 280, 300 range already, right? With how much he's getting on base. This could be one of those, all we need is a single. He gets us a homer. You know what I mean? Maybe we sprinkle on that a little bit. And as you said, there hasn't been a more profitable strategy in baseball over the last 2 seasons than fading Patrick Corbin. It's just been the way it is. They sadly took away my home run allowed bet category. Do you remember that? Last year, you were able to bet home runs allowed on pitchers.
Yeah, no, I tried to look at Peralta's for his a few times, and I could never find it either.
Yeah, they completely got rid of it because that was the only thing I was cashing on last year. I wasn't even watching baseball, but I was doing Patrick Corbin and Josiah Gray for the Nationals, just home run allowed, home run allowed, home run allowed every day. Not available anymore, but like you said, there are multiple ways we can take advantage of Patrick Corbin, and I'm sure we're going to get to that a little bit later too.
I love it. I love it. Now we're getting to our tail and fade section here. Like I said, guys, we're trying to keep this short and sweet, get you guys the 4 plays, get you out of here, get those locked in. And we popped in over on Pikkit Sports, finding the most bet MLB and the most bet NBA plays of the day. We'll start out with NBA, seeing as this is a very, very popular guy so far throughout the playoffs. I don't know if it's just because people are just loving this matchup or what, but thoughts on DeAndre Ayton being the number 1 bet NBA play of the day, over 19 points?
Yeah, this is when I was on the Pikkit app, right? And I already knew it was our guy Brian. He's been on the show before. He's a huge Ayton guy. One of the cool things about not past the prop. One of the cool things about Pikkit Sports, right, is that you can actually see when you're looking at the pulse, what's bet the most. You can see the people that are actually on it on the app. So I immediately recognized friend of the show Brian versus the Bucket, something like that. Some
versus the books, I think.
Yeah, not Buckets. Whatever. We don't got to give this guy any free promo. He's not paying us out here. But sadly, unfortunately, I do agree with a friend of the show right here. I don't love that we've been supporting the public so much recently. But it's just who's going to match up with him on Dallas, right? Is it going to be Powell? Is it going to be Kleba? No matter who they throw at him, even they were doing some kind of DFS at 5. They tried a couple small ball lineups that didn't work too much. Aiden's he's a great shooter, right? That mid-range game is really underappreciated, right? He's just floater after floater after floater. They're trying to deny him from the rim all they can, but he's getting it done from multiple different spots. So Aiden's been playing great basketball. If this stays under 20 every game, I think we probably got to keep tailing it, right?
Yeah, I might just go under because I'm gonna be on the other one, and I can't go 4 straight, right? I've done 4 straight of these where I've been on the public, so I'm just gonna go under just for the fact that I've gone over on too many of these public ones. I really don't have a thought on DeAndre Ayton. I know a lot of people do and have watch a lot more Suns basketball than me, so I'm not even gonna be touching it. But I'll be on the under just because I know I'm gonna be tailing the MLB favorite spot. I'll be on Yankees money line. Does not matter that they're the number 1 bet spot over there. Yankees against a lefty. So much right-handed power here. I mean, you're looking at Judge, who's on another level right now. I think Kiner Falefa is getting, finally, some people are starting to see that this dude was a monster out there in Texas when they were bad, and now he's showing out over there. Torres finally got a nuke there. Donaldson, career-wise, destroys lefties. It's just going to be a tough spot. Kikuchi's been walking way too many guys lately. I like the Yankees quite a bit today, and obviously everybody's about that Nestor craze, so I think that this should be an interesting game, but I will lean Yankees money line here quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm going to have to back you up right here, right? We get one of the few Yankees pitchers that's actually doing a pretty solid job on the mound. Big fan of all those weird, wonky deliveries we get in these outings. I like Kikuchi on the other side too, but like you said, we're getting the Yankees kind of surging right now. They're a team that goes hot and cold with the bats. We're seeing some guys finally start to heat up a little bit, like you said with Judge earlier. I'm kind of getting more encouraged the more we talk about this to sprinkle on that Aaron Judge home run. I'm starting to feel it the more and more we talk about it. So knowing that, he probably gets walked 4 times today. But I will be tailing you on Yankees money line also right here in what should be actually a really good game, honestly.
Yeah, should be very good. I think it'll be a great matchup. Obviously, bullpen should be decent. Toronto's, that's the one also spot where I also lean the Yankees here is bullpen-wise.
Yeah.
Toronto, I think, is bottom 5 in the MLB. In bullpen ERA. I believe the Yankees are second best in bullpen ERA. Obviously, Romano's been great at the back end. It's just kind of getting the ball to him, right? So I definitely have to lean Yankees here pretty heavily. I love this one. This is pretty nice. Plus 332, I think, is unbelievable value on this. I like both guys. Like I said, that's my parlay of the day. But, yeah, I would definitely throw the Rockies in there, and I definitely would throw the Yankees. I lean both those sides. So I think plus 332 is definitely worth a tail on that one. Throw that in the best bet section of Pikkit Sports over there. But
I was going to say, yeah, we might have to throw that one over on Pikkit. I'll tell you on this one for sure. A good combination of all the stuff we were talking about. We'll put our money where our mouths are with this Yankees money line too. Let's do it. Plus 332. Sign me up, baby.
Perfect. Good morning, Chris. I think it's afternoon now here over in Central Time over here. So we are done with Taylor Fade. We are to our second plays of the day. We're in the same game. See, you're repping the Nationals already, and you're going to the Nationals today for this one.
Yeah, I'm going with Juan Soto over 0.5 runs scored, right? A guy like Soto, look at his numbers on paper, right? You would not be able to guess that Soto is number 3 in the MLB in runs scored this year, right? I don't know if you would have, I wouldn't have guessed it personally, just looking at his numbers, right? Only 4 homers, only 6 RBIs, something around that area. Not been the strongest start to the season in the world, but despite that, the runs scored are still there. And that's because Soto is going to continue to walk at an extremely high rate. But with guys like Josh Bell heating up behind him, teams are starting to have to pitch to him a little bit more now. And we saw what happened yesterday. Obviously, he hit that solo home run, got going. So I think he could either drive himself in right here, obviously, with a home run. Soto, we're playing in Coors Field. I'll always give Soto a chance to hit a home run out of the park, but also just to get on base and let other guys like Josh Bell, not so much Nelson Cruz right now, but Yadiel, all these other guys to really drive him in. Or, like I said, he could drive himself in at minus 130. I think we're getting good value. You and me, I think, both kind of agree on the game script, right? Corbin, it's going to be an absolute mess. The total's up to 10.5. And like you said, in today's MLB, we're seeing 6.5, 7.5 regularly. So this is clearly a message that we're going to get some offense. 10-2 yesterday. We saw the Nationals bats heat up, not so much the Rockies. I'm expecting a closer game today with plenty of offense on both sides. I think this is a good way to attack it without directly going at the total.
Let's go. Arenado 3-run homer, baby. Arenado 3-run homer. I have the Cardinals, and I have Cardinals team total given out today. And I'm on Bubic under strikeouts. Everything's coming there. Love it. Let's just have that lead to this next one. So I'm on another team total over. You know what I'm going to do here. It's a fade Patrick Corbin day. And this is – I'm going to go into a little bit more of the stuff that's not talked about that much. Obviously, everyone knows – we've talked about it. Patrick Corbin sucks. There's not much else to say. He's had a couple decent matchups in his last one. I know you told me about that too. And we've been watching a few of them. I don't know how my dog found his way into this room. I shut the door. I'm kind of concerned on how he got in here. But all right, let's go a little bit more here. Home games. Let's go just into home matchups. Colorado, number 1, batting 281 with a 352 on base percentage. Now let's go into lefties. Okay, so we're getting to face a lefty. Colorado, guess what their batting average is against lefties this year?
340.
330. They are 50 points higher than the second highest team.
Crazy.
They have so much power from the right-hand side. They're at home. This is literally a combination of everything that we want is right here, right? Fading Corbin, lefty on the bump against the Rockies at home. So much power right-handed bats. Connor Joe's become a sensation at the top of this lineup. I think his on-base percentage is pushing like 400. And then you got, like I said, Crone, who's up there in home runs in the MLB right now.
Yep.
Obviously, even pop from the left side of McMahon and Blackman, and obviously can't get away from Grichuk. I love this spot. I almost put it up a little bit higher than 5.5 or 1.5. I think that this is an absolute smash spot. Everything comes together here for the Rockies to take care of this one. I'll be on quite a few plays in this game. Let's go Rockies team total over 5.5, 1.5 unit play.
Yeah, absolutely. Despite the Nationals hat, I am very familiar betting against my team. No arguments there. What's CJ Crone home run going to be tonight? Plus 150?
It can't be more than plus 200. I would maybe 225.
Exactly. His odds are going to be absolutely smashed. I'm going to have to look in to see if there's a creative way we can try to play him, but I think the books are pretty prepared for that. But exactly, in fading Patrick Corbin day, no arguments at all. Just like you, I'm going to be looking at multiple different ways to attack this game. That's why you want to follow both me and him over on Twitter, because guess what? It's only 1:22. We got about 7 hours before this game starts. There's plenty of time for us to get more plays out, but completely agree. Rockies team total over 5.5. Quick question too for you real quick. I've noticed not a lot of people, I'm in the alt prop game, right? I do all these, plus 300, whatever. Why are people not in the baseball community into these alt totals? Because what I've noticed, and I think too, is when a game goes over, they really go over sometimes, right? Like the Nationals scored 0 runs in like 5 straight games and scored 10 yesterday. It's kind of a spike performance. Is there a negative in going Rockies team total over 7.5, 8.5, throwing a couple bucks on it?
Yeah, no, I would not put it past you. They'll also, I didn't even get into my third reason why I even like this play. All right, I got to get my dog out of me here. Bullpen wise, too, we talked about it a little bit here, right? We go into bullpen numbers. The Nationals bullpen sucks. They're still bad. They're number 6. They're the 6th worst bullpen, too. Like, you have Corbin in there. You have a terrible bullpen. Everything here just is like, damn, dude. I would love that team total over higher. I also hate it when it's the home team, though, because I always feel like in that last inning I can get a little bit more if it's a blowout.
Yeah.
But I definitely would say 7.5 is not a bad spot if you're going to go there. I bet you it's probably like 200 plus 200 maybe?
Yeah, I haven't honestly taken a look, but that's something I'll probably look at after the show. I'd imagine the plus 200 range. And yeah, like you said, too, with the Nationals pen, it's kind of one of those situations where if you can get them to like 8-9, like the Rainey combo, the Rainey-Finnegan combo is pretty good. When Doolittle's healthy, he's currently not healthy. Doolittle's also another good piece out there with his newfound velocity. But it's just about getting from the starter to the 7th or the 8th, and that's what the Nationals really struggle at. And as you know, Patrick Corbin's having trouble making it out of the 4th. So if he can't make it out of the 4th, we've got to get Josh Rogers in there. We've got to get a lot of these guys that were way less comfortable playing in these high leverage situations. So completely agree. Despite I do support our bullpen. We do have a pretty good back end of the bullpen.
Yes.
Having a good back end of a bullpen doesn't give you shit when you're on a bad team. You see them like once a week. So it is what it is.
Yeah, no, and that's the toughest part. Like I said, there's a few other teams here that they have good closers, like the Blue Jays, but they're bottom 10 in bullpen because they just don't have a way to get there. Right. And you're going to have to outscore them to get there. Right. And that's where this is tough because I just do not rely here on a long relief appearance from another lefty in Rogers to throw against this team. Like there's everything here, man. That's why I'm like, this is just weird how they're giving me this at this nice line. I think the 7.5 is very nice and very viable to get to.
Yeah, it's going to be a brutal game. Ugh, brutal.
It'll be fun to watch at least, huh?
For one of us, right?
All right, let's get right into our recap here of our plays. I did not make the banners underneath, but let's go right into it here. Lead you off with your plays of the day.
Yep, started out with PJ Tucker to grab 1, 3, and 5 rebounds. That's minus 120 over on DraftKings. Next up, we got Juan Soto to have over 0.5 runs. This is minus 130 over on Caesars, but you can get it for like minus 135 on DraftKings and some of the other bigger books.
Perfect. And then our Pikkit spots of the day. What are you rolling with?
Yep, I am going to tail DeAndre Ayton over 19.5 points. Well, you said I believe you were going to fade it. A little bit too much public recently. Can't blame you for that one at all. And for the Yankees on the other side, both of us will be tailing the Yankees money line. So hoping for a good day in New York today, right?
Perfect. Yeah, no, I'm going to be on quite a few Yankee spots. Like the first one, Judge, Grichuk, parlay plus 105 for our hit parlay. I am also going to be pretty heavily on the Rockies team total over 5.5 against the infamous Patrick Corbin. And I'm going to be on the under just because I've been on too many overs. And the Yankees money line. Love that. Remember, pop over on Pikkit. It's Pikkit there. That's where we're finding these numbers here and seeing what we're betting. A lot easier to track the stuff there. So quick one today, 21 minutes right during your lunch break. Monotone, what you got for the people today?
Yeah, Twitter's been going great recently. Make sure I already said follow both of us on there. Yeah, to follow up on Pikkit, like we said too. We didn't even have one for the Heat Sixers game, right? Because obviously there weren't a whole lot of bets in that one yet. So if you download the app, you get to track that yourself. And obviously it's not some guy on Twitter telling you who's the most bet play of the day. You're actually seeing, people's hard-earned money, and you're seeing who is actually the most bet. So make sure to go sign up over there. Code PTP. They're giving away free money. They'll toss you, I think, $3 as soon as you sign up. But every day you get a chance to win $100. They're giving away $100 to new signups every single day. So code PTP. Make sure to check out Pikkit if you haven't already.
Absolutely love it. Loving the slate. Loving where we're at here. Very excited for this one. think we got to talk about Friday. See what's up for that one. Might be have to be a little earlier on my end. We got our last series of the year coming up this weekend, so got to get that stuff in. But yeah, very excited for this one. I'm sorry I'm fading your Nationals here quite a bit today. I will be heavily invested on the Rockies side, facing off with Adam Gomber and the infamous Mr. Patrick Corbin. But yeah, I'm very excited. I think we're gonna have a good day. Wednesdays always seem to be that good middle spot for us. We usually kill our Wednesday slates, so I think that this one's going to be no exception for us. But without further ado, guys, we're going to pop off. Good, quick, clean show. Lock in all these plays. Let's get this money and let's have a good day. Best of luck to everybody but Patrick Corbin, and let's have a good one.